Either that or there's still like one last option left.
Okay. I wonder what it's going to be.
Renato landed in the middle of the Imperial fleet. The rebels were losing badly. Without leadership, it was a slaughter. Renato felt strangely free, trying not to think about how he had lost the war, trying not to think about how he had loved Zenobia, blinded himself to her treachery. That's what it meant to be a hero. To keep on fighting after the most bitter of betrayals. To never know if you could trust anyone. Cats. What a waste of fur.
It's gonna be her.
Every day he was getting better and better.
Pretty close.
Spectacularly well, thought Renato.
I wonder if this is gonna be one of those games that also do like the losing to the boss causes another ending. Because there are some games that'll do that.
Renato felt a little better.
Well, I don't think he wanted to lose too
Maybe a secret chest? Not or. Rebels and all that to Our only ship's empty.
Sometimes, Renato really hated inanimate objects.
Okay.
So it was an alternate path that.
Can't we just agree to disagree? Said Renato. No?
There we go. And I love
A very clever engineer named Elon Muskrat had got his start making floating platforms. Not many people knew that.
Really? They actually gave a backstory to floating platforms. Yeah, it doesn't help if I get stuck somewhere in combat.
You have died.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Really? A King of Thrones reference?
What had happened to Lapino? Had the Mad Rabbit fled to safety? Or was he forlornly carrying on like the few rebels Renato could see here or there? It didn't matter anymore. All there was slash and spin, parry and lunge, over and over as he fought his way across the fleet. All there was finding the girl he'd once loved, who had used his love against him and putting as big a hole in her heart as she'd left in his.
Oh, there's another shipwreck. There.
What were these poles exactly? Parking meters from the time of the lost gods?
We gotta be getting close.
I don't mind playing the jump button.
Sometimes jump button breaks things. Like, there are games jumping just so.
Nothing. Your blood pumping like a bit of killing.
Like in Kingdom Hearts, you can easily break combat with the jump button if you know how to time everything.
You sure did make a lot of these platforms.
Yes, you did. Okay, this seems like a
Oh, a new enemy.
Thank you for giving me the tutorial on how to fight him, and make sure that tutorial kills me. Not necessarily the best way to introduce a new enemy. Is like, do this to kill him. Okay. Doing that kills you.
And this is why heroes are called dashing, Renato thought. See? Dashing? Get it?
I thought it said to throw the guy into the ship. healing whatsoever. Let's go right to the final fight, right?
And suddenly, Zenobia was there, advancing a Lapino. So the Mad Rabbit had survived. Save me, or I'm done for! Screamed Lapino. Zenobia turned, showing her teeth in a smile. You're alive! Renato ran towards the witch. Lapino's the one who betrayed you, she shouted. He warned my father. Renato sank his sword into the witch before she could fool him again. She stared at him, heartbroken. No! Lapino's the traitor! Then, he felt a knife in his back.
Oh my god.
I'm afraid she's right, said the Mad Rabbit. Ain't I a stinker? Then, the sun went out.
So there was no...
Okay, that was weird. He could have sworn he just died. Instead, he was on the Farfarer, sailing away from Ubar. And it was still burning. He'd fled burning Ubar years ago, hadn't he? And now he was back there. Had all those years fighting the Empire been nothing but a vision into the future? A useful vision if it was true. He'd learned something. Lapino was a traitor. Renato had suspected there was something wrong with the Mad Rabbit. But now he knew there was malice behind his goofiness.
So, okay, so there are 4 truths that they actually give you to help with finding the right story.
Okay.
One of them is that Lapino's a traitor.
Truth about? Oh, I think there's going to be a truth about the kitty kitty.
Yep. And, yeah, so the truth about him, truth about her, and whatever these two are supposed to represent. Oh, it actually tells you what you have to do to get it, and the summary of it.
Okay.
This is definitely an interesting setup.
Yeah.
And all these are different endings. 24 different endings.
Not to
He'd
mention-
made bad choices. But now, when the real battle came, he wouldn't make those choices. He wouldn't make the same mistake twice. The book's pages began to flip backwards, towards the beginning. And he realized that his adventure was just beginning. The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Sky Ripper had
Okay, so send you back
or
to the
so a
start,
scholar in
to
the
the first
mountains had
choice.
told him.
Ah,
Surely the weapon that banished the
This is
lost
definitely
gods could
interesting.
defeat the Emperor. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert.
It's giving
The
you
Emperor had brought the
options.
Sky Ripper pieces up out of ancient burial by his obscene rituals. Could this be where the Iblis Stone was hidden? Someone better
Oh,
get
it's
it before
because
he
you do
does.
choices based on what you've
Fortunate.
learned from your last
And
adventure.
also, his old friend Lapino needed rescuing. Of course. Renato had a pretty strong suspicion that Lapino had
It
betrayed
even
the
changes
rebellion.
what the narrator
Renato
says. Holy
really
crap, they
needed
put
an
a lot of
old
work
friend
into the
of
story now.